Hey Pioneer Peak families, this is Miss Schubert here with an update. Hopefully you find these videos for the newsletter helpful. My goal is to make your life easier, so I'm just going to go ahead and go through our newsletter, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our front office. It is getting colder outside, and we do go outside for recess every day unless it's colder than -10. If it's raining and snowing, we go outside, so please make sure that your child brings the appropriate gear to school. It is the season where they probably should have hats and gloves, and a warm raincoat or a coat for school. We do have a big change that happened a couple of years ago. Actually, is that we are cashless. So we're, instead of paying for student activities with cash, we do go online. You can go to your ParentVUE account, and if you hit fees and pay fees, that's how you can pay for items that you need. We're definitely not doing any cash anymore, so please make sure that you check out that in the parent app. New thing happening this year that we're very excited about, our PTA is hosting an event on January 31st called Entrepreneur Night. And this event allows students to purchase a table for $10 and then sell anything that they want. Homemade gifts, they can do baked goods, 3D printed toys, friendship bracelets. The items should be made by students, and they'll be able to keep all the money that they make after paying for that table. So if your child is interested or has a really cool talent, feel free to sign up for that. They get a table, and they might want to start making those items now. Tables are not available to purchase right now, but we just wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up so you have some time to get creative. It is the time of year where students are going to be working on their Square One art. So your student will be coming home soon with their custom catalog for that fundraiser. It's a great way to get Christmas gifts for family. And you can go ahead and look through the catalog and find things that you want. You can use Art Search and you can find our school. And there's also an option this year to ship to your home for free. So that's pretty nice. There's a little processing fee there, but to get those items shipped right to your home, be nice in time for Christmas. Next up from the library, we have our Scholastic Book Fair coming November 4th and the 6th through the 8th at our Pioneer Peak Library. Hours will be 9 to 5, Monday, Wednesday, and then it's going to be closed on Tuesday just because it's our PL day. Volunteers are still needed for the book fair, so if you're interested in that, come on there. She's looking for 1 volunteer on Wednesday and 2 volunteers for Thursday and Friday of the fair. The shift's going to be about 2 hours, and anyone who donates can get a free book. So talk to Miss Neff if you're interested in that. Quick update from the nurse. Winter nosebleeds. Might be good to try a cold humidifier at night or saline nose drops or petroleum jelly. If your kid suffers from wintertime nosebleeds. Again, just another tip. We want those kids to be dressed warmly when they go outside. We do go outside until it is -10. And then winter safety. We really want to make sure that kids are being safe. Lots of kids like to run into our doors. They're so excited to get here at the beginning of the day, but make sure that they are walking since those roads and sidewalks can be a little bit slippery. Also important that they're wearing the right size footwear because it can make them trip a little easier. PE activities. October calendar is due no later than November 1st, so make sure that you get those turned into Miss Bishop. And then also just make sure that kids are wearing their PE shoes to PE. Oftentimes students will wear their winter boots all day, and I can tell you it makes for some pretty stinky feet. So making sure that kids are changing into their PE shoes right when they get to school, wearing those boots for recess and then putting them back on, makes it really nice, and Miss Bishop definitely wants to have those non-marking shoes in her gym. A couple of updates from music. We have our December concert set, and we know that here at Pioneer Peak we can pack our gyms. We have people showing up an hour before these to grab those seats. December 9th is going to be the kindergarten and first grade concerts. December 10th is going to be second and third grade, and December 11th is going to be fourth and fifth grade. All our concerts are going to start at 5:30 and should last about 30 minutes. Morning drop-offs. Due to lack of space in the mornings, we don't allow students in the building until 9 a.m. and 10:05 on Mondays. We want to make sure that kids, as it gets colder, are staying in their cars with their adults. So if you need to get to work, we totally understand, but if you could just stay with your kids until 9 o'clock, we don't want kids congregating at the front doors. It really is a recipe for disaster to have kids out there unsupervised. So please make sure you're staying with your student until those bells ring at 9 o'clock. Just a reminder, we can't call kids down after 3 o'clock. End of the day here is kind of crazy, and we just are not able to get your kid up to the office. So if you are picking up your kids early, please make sure that you do it before 3 o'clock. Lost and found. This year we're emptying it quite often just because we have a lot of gear on there. We don't want to get rid of any of your really important winter items, so please make sure that you're checking that lost and found. It's right past our front office, so if you come in to pick up your kid early, check it out. And we also encourage everyone to write your child's name on their clothing so that we can get it back to them. We look for name tags and Sharpies on all things before we put them into our Lost and Found, so mark up all your kids' gear. Lots of updates here. I'm not going to go through all of our basketball games, but we do have a Red Ribbon Week coming up on October 28th through November 1st. Red Ribbon Week, we celebrate that we are drug-free, and we have a theme for Spirit Days this year. Monday is going to be Red Day. Tuesday, Team Up Against Drugs. That's going to be our sport day. Wednesday, Follow Your Dreams. We're all going to wear comfy PJs that day. Thursday, that's Halloween. Any costume. We are proud to be drug-free. And then on Friday, we're too bright for drugs. Have kids wear neon, glow-in-the-dark days. Just a cool way for all of us to band together and say that we are proud to be drug-free. Lunch menus are on this newsletter. And then a cool update about logo. We did go ahead and finish our school logo. So we are going to be pushing out a school store through Silvertip Designs. That link will be probably in the next newsletter. And we'll be getting some school gear and staff gear and student gear. So if you're interested in that, take a look in our next newsletter. Other than that, though, please have a wonderful rest of your day, and thanks for listening.